and
come together
to actually multiply. Like this whole idea of, like, you know, Matt, you and someone from your area multiply the efforts. You know, gather the information. You know, we have a forum here at Inform Radio. Once we take physical ownership, we're in the process of it. I mean, why not? I mean, this is, you know, it doesn't just have to be the dozen or so shows that we have right now. We could have more shows, and we should all...
That's fantastic.
Absolutely. Why do you think we did it? We didn't do it for We Are Change Connecticut. We did it for We Are Change Tennessee, and we did it for We Are Change New York. We did it for We Are Change Australia. So it's the idea is to get this message out there as well as amplifying it. Now, if we're doing this on 5 or 6 different websites, and then you're doing it on 5 or 6 different websites, and we're all on Informed Radio, do the mathematics. We're exponentially reaching, like, mass. I mean, all I could say is we launched our live stream page a little bit over a month ago. We have over 100 and almost 200,000 minutes, which is like 70 hours a day. People are watching We Are Change and these related videos that they can. You know, that's reaching people. That's the average amount of viewer minutes. It would be 70 hours per day in like 6 weeks. So that's change, man. People are listening because they know we're telling the truth, and we're challenging them to dispute it and to find it and to research it, and to do the same thing. This isn't about money.
And this is what you can't hear on Main Street.
No,
it's not about money, man. It's about truth. It's about getting back our government from these criminals that have taken it from us. And everybody can do this for, you know, yeah, of course it's cost. In fact, I guarantee you every truth organization, you add them all up, everybody's spending money, not making money, okay? That's how this thing works. Because we invest.
Yeah.
It's not, it's, you know, you make money, you're lucky. Alex Jones is lucky, okay? The far majority, most of these truthers out there, you know, they're lucky if they can even
they don't got no back.
They don't have anything, right? So what we're doing here is totally self-produced, totally for free for the public. That's it.
There's a lot of people out there just looking to network and
exactly.
And, you know, they don't even know where to begin. It's funny, I have a Twitter account. And I didn't even know how Twitter works, but I connected it to my Facebook and my website and everything. I have all that, you know, intertwined. And so I've been sending out tweets about the financial situation, and you wouldn't believe how many people just all of a sudden retweet, they start following, they're like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. I don't personally have Twitter. We should definitely get on a Twitter too. I'm sure we can feed on here, but I don't have a Twitter account because I'm not into that. I don't text at all, man. People text me, it drives me crazy. I don't know. I'm
not into it either.
You know, but it's certainly.
You know, I just got into it, and people all of a sudden started retweeting me because I said something. You know, I said some funny things, but one of the funny things that I said that actually didn't get retweeted, I was disappointed, but I said it today. Maybe it will in the future. I said, hey, we can play Battleship out in the Persian Gulf, and then we can bail out Milton Bradley and exchange Federal Reserve notes with Monopoly money.
Hey, that's perfect. What a great idea. Save a lot of lives, too, actually. If that was true. But that is what we're doing, isn't it? Playing Stratego?
That was me cracking it. That was me trying to be funny. I've been listening to a lot of Max Kaiser lately.
Right. But he's right. I love his cynicism. I mean, you know, you got to be cynical, but say, what kind of assholes are you? Wake up. I love Max Kaiser. I think he's great. And he hit this thing 3-4 years ago. You know? And I love how the media, for those of us that have been awake long enough, like, you know, how the media, you know, when they're making all of these predictions, demonize everyone and say they're nuts and crazy, and then it comes true. And it comes true again, and then it comes true again, and the sheeple just keep believing it. I mean, Matt, I don't know. I mean, we are reaching a lot of people, we're waking them up, but sometimes it's just, I mean, how many times do you have to break the law? How many times does Obama have to break the Constitution, you know, have military actions before somebody does something about it? I mean, it's unbelievable. Super Congress.
That's what they want.
Yeah, oh yeah, the people are, who cares? They trust the slick, you know, he'll just do another layup, you know, with his brother, the basketball coach, and he's this slick guy, going on $4 million vacations. It's outrageous! He's a king, literally, and it's freaking like ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm ranting on.
He took your money to Europe.
He took my money to Europe.
He took your money to Europe and exchanged it for nothing, for garbage.
Exactly. Exactly, Matt. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Incredible.
And now he wants to make sure that you don't do anything about it. I stole your money. I have a gun to your head. Guess what? Do what Uncle Sam says.
That's right. And if you don't, you're a terrorist. You're a threat.
You're a threat
to the
we'll
order.
You or put you away, or we'll discredit you. However we think is the most fitting purpose at the time.
Yeah. It is absolutely outrageous. It is really it's unfathomable. And the people just go for it, man. I mean, again, I have friends that are beginning to wake up because, I mean, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been, like, talking to my friends that are in the very beginning. A lot of them were, like, many people just ignore me, people I used to know. They just think, but I know I'm reaching some of them, and I know that because I get some comments here and there. And even the ones that we were bickering, the people for consistently bickering, are now beginning to come around to understanding
Me too, that's
that some of the stuff I'm talking about isn't so crazy. You know, I bat heads with it.
When you're saying something and they're not hearing it on TV, and then all of a sudden it happens a year later,
exactly,
3 months
you get
later.
credibility. That's how the movement grew, by the way. I mean, in my personal opinion, truth is the reason why.
Yeah.
Truth is like cream. It rises to the top, and you can only hold it down so far. It's like if you have a ball and you're trying to hold it underwater, it's got air in it. It's gonna come to the top. You can't hold it down forever. You know, it's gonna come. The truth will rise, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to make the truth rise. You know. You have any truth to share with us? Any insights other than this? The good plugs for our great organization, wearechangeCT.org.
Well, other than that little commentary with the, I was listening to the, who was that last spoke that you played? I know you had Bush in there. I know you had
Carlin?
Eisenhower in there. Who was it?
George Carlin.
The comedian.
George Carlin. Yeah.
George Carlin.
That was George Carlin.
That was something fantastic right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our mid-show break. We figure if we're going to go away for about 10 minutes, we might as well entertain the folks, with something that's truthful and enlightening and funny. And it's really not funny.
Oh, yeah, you got to entertain because nowadays that's all people understand.
Exactly. I mean, the truth seekers, they're not coming. They're not trying to be entertained. But if I'm trying to reach people that are not really, they're still in the trance of the, mind control media, So yeah, you have to entertain them. You really do. You have to give a little Pavlov there, man. You got to give them a little.
Definitely. I always noticed
Pavlov's dog.
That's why I like doing things with celebrities because that seems to work. You said you're on Facebook and things. I noticed, you could talk about you're being poisoned and, nobody says anything. But if you mention Jay-Z or the Yankees or something, then all of a sudden everybody's commenting and thumbs up and I like.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, I like to use celebrity stuff to expose, Jay-Z deception or Masons in Hollywood exposed, things like that. Because people will look at that,
Yeah, they will.
Things people don't understand is that some multifaceted and they pick for every app play.
Matt, you're breaking up a little. Can you say that again?
So the one thing that people don't understand is that it's a multifaceted system, and they've taken control of every aspect of life.
Oh yeah.
It's the media. It's the entertainment industry. It's sports. It's your government. It's your economic system. Your financial system. It's your religion.
Everything. Total control.
It is. It's total control. It is exactly that, and we're getting through to people, and that's the most important thing. Is that, and we keep talking about this, and then the important thing is that everybody's joining into this now. We're getting people that are understanding, and how many when you start hearing people of different backgrounds, different cultures, different states, different religions, all saying the same thing that nobody else is saying, eventually it'll get loud enough. And then the mainstream media really can't ignor it because they have to try to control it. That's why, like, for example, we didn't want, one of the reasons we bought this We Are Change Connecticut bought into the station was because it was going to be sold, no exaggeration, to Fox. because Fox will pay for these stations, these smaller stations,
Consolidate
them and put their little and actually keep it with the propaganda they want. They're not going to put on high level people like you're talking. You're not going to be seeing the judge or anything like that on here, Judge Napolitano or any of that. But they're going to just make sure that they can get their side of their little control freak in there because we're truthers and we're a libertarian network, right wing, blah blah blah. No, they did this to Free Think Radio, and I don't want that to happen here. So they're doing that. This is it's out there. They're predators, man. They're collectivists, and they want to
absolutely.
And that's what they're trying to do to internet radio now. That's why the FBI is now monitoring and literally recording through an unnamed company in Virginia for the last maybe 5 or 6 weeks. Every single broadcast that we do here and every internet radio station does. So, what does that say? I mean, what do you think that we're white supremacists out to topple the government like they want us? That's what they're making everybody believe. That we're these.
It's ridiculous.
We're the threat.
We are labeled as a hate group.
We are labeled a hate group. Isn't that insane? Peace, love, and no war, and criminals. Put the criminals in jail, and we're a hate group. Yeah.
Hold on. We do hate one minority group, though. We hate the elite.
We hate the elite. Actually, you know something? You're right. We are a hate group. We hate the elite. That's a great way. But actually, I want to say the elite. I'm not against money. See, hey, listen. Tyrants. We hate tyranny. That's it. So we hate tyranny. That's it. I mean, I say it right there. Because again, you got to be careful.
You might
get pulled out of your house tonight.
I just hate the elite because it goes beyond money. It's beyond wealth. It's something about power,
Oh yeah, they have all the money. It's not even. It's about the power. It's about the control. They're the type of people. It's like they'll walk around in their mansions, and if there's a speck of dust, somebody's going to get whipped. That kind of shit. So they're very above themselves. Their noses are in the air. Believe me, when they talk about snobs and they show them in the movies, that's got nothing to do with these elite people. Because they never really even show you the elite to that level. And if they do show kings and queens and of that level elite, they're always prim and proper. Right? I mean, again, media control.
Because the camera's in their face, though.
But it's media. No. It's media control.
Image,
the image that we perceive from the media.
Nice,
but I'm sure when Queen Elizabeth finds a speck of dust on the floor, she beat her maid or something. Yeah, exactly. These people are like that.
That's the body they found in the woods the other day.
Yeah, they just got a body in the woods there. Who the hell knows what happened there? A lot of speculation there. See, that's why we were a little at odds yesterday. You were thinking that it was an Illuminati ritual. Maybe, but again, no proof. We got to just talk about the things we can prove. But we could prove all these connections with Rockefeller that we were talking about yesterday. That was insane. The fact that Rockefeller owns the controlling interest in DuPont, Monsanto, Borden, Gulf Oil, aside from Mobil Exxon. It's incredible. It just makes me sick. I can't even believe it. But there is no...
It's Rockefeller in America and Rothschilds over in Europe.
That's exactly right. And the Rothschilds are also in America, too, because of the... they own the Bank of England. So, but the control through the Federal Reserve System, through Kuhn and Loeb, originally, who owned the charter shares from the Federal Reserve. So what's going to happen? What's your opinion on what's going to happen when the Federal Reserve charter runs out at the end of this year?
It's not going to matter because, honestly, I'll tell you what's going to happen. The Federal Reserve will sell themselves out to the IMF, and then we're all screwed.
Well, that's what they're going to try to do, because they're going to say...
It's called IMF control, and for people who don't know, Obama, very soon after he was elected, gave $100 billion to the IMF during our crisis.
I know.
So, that's what I think. The Federal Reserve just sells it up to the IMF, the higher control grid, and that's how we go from there, and we're probably talking about world currency or at least a regional currency.
Right.
No, it would be world. It should be world, probably.
By that point, yeah. Well, they've been trying. Again, it's sad to say, ladies and gentlemen, but this is where it's coming. Are you going to give up your sovereignty, listeners? Are you out there going to literally allow this to happen in some 12 months, 10 months? Actually, it's 11 months, right? You're going to allow these criminals to sign off our sovereignty of fraudulent debt that was literally designed to happen to bring in this world government